Once I have the team listings, the fixtures, I will give you that information in a little while. We would like to say a special thank you to our sponsors this afternoon, without whom this tournament will not be possible. The Hyatt Hotel, Subway, Massey Stores, Associated Brands, Langston Roach Industries, Mario's Pizzeria, Movie Town, Very Exciting Things, Nestle, Hadco, Wendy's Restaurants, Blue Waters, First Citizens Bank, the Sport Company of Trinidad and Tobago, Callfire, Max Gear, Excellent Stores, and Guardian Life of the Caribbean. Introducing Team Canada. Number 3, Brandon Pereira. Number 4, Scott Tupper. Number 5, Devon Noronha Teixeira. Number 7, Gabriel Hogarcia. Number 10, Keegan Pereira. Number 11, Balraj Panisar. Number 14, Adam Froze. Number 16, Gordon Johnston. Number 17, Brendan Bissett. Number 19, Mark Pearson. Number 21, Matthew Sarmento. Number 22, John Smythe. Number 23, Ian Smythe. Number 24, James Kirkpatrick. Number 27, Suki Panasar. Number 29, Taylor Curran. Number 30, David Carter. Number 31, Anthony Kindler. Introducing Team Switzerland. Number 1, Jonas Veres. Number 2, Michael Koffler. Number 4, Patrick Muller. Number 5, Gael Vish-Shodat. Number 6, Fabio Marelli. Number 7, Manuel Keller. Number 8, Jan Herdler. Number 9, Yves Morad. Number 10, Fabio Reinhardt. Number 11, Oscar Lucia. Number 12, Nicolas Stefan. Number 14, Marco Michel. Number 15, Florian Filler. Number 16, Lars Hoffath. Number 17, Boris Stumps. Number 18, Jonathan Appel. Number 21, Sebastian Snyder. Number 27, Martin Grader. Introducing our match officials, umpires, Donny Gobinsing from Trinidad and Tobago, Dmitry Zabin from Russia, and Lance Sarabia from the USA. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field our match officials. Welcome teams Canada and Switzerland. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthems. This is the national anthem of Canada. This is the national anthem of Switzerland.
Welcome to Day 4 of the 2017 Men's Hockey World League Round 2 in Tacarigua, Trinidad. Quarterfinals match between Team Canada and Team Switzerland. Introducing the starting lineup for Team Canada. We have number 3, Brandon Pereira. Number 4, Scott Tupper. Number 7, Gabriel Hogassier. Number 10, Keegan Pereira. Number 14, Adam Frost. Number 16, Gordon Johnston. Number 19, Mark Pearson. Number 23, Ian Smith. Number 27, Sunki Panasa. Number 29, Taylor Curran. Number 30, goalkeeper David Carter. Team Canada is coached by Anthony Farry.
Good afternoon, Teresa Lizama. Introducing the starting lineup for Team Switzerland. Number 1, Jonas Verest, goalkeeper. Number 4, Captain Patrick Muller. Number 6, Fabio Morelli. Number 7, Manuel Keller. Number 8, Jan Oldley. Number 9, Yves Morad. Number 12, Nicolas Stefan. Number 14, Marco Michel. Number 15, Florian Feller. Number 17, Boris Stumps. And number 27, Martin Greder. Team Switzerland is coached by Chris Elstey.
Team Canada clad in red jersey, black shorts, black socks. Team Switzerland, white jersey, red shorts, red socks. Switzerland is attacking the goal to the left of the screen. Canada is attacking the goal to the right of the screen.
And you see Canada on the attack just outside Switzerland's defensive circle. Ball back out to Brandon Pereira. Out to the right-hand side with Scott Topper. Searching pass forward to Keegan Pereira, who's just unable to keep it in play. "16-yard restart with Switzerland. Out to the left, down to Odley. Evades 1, 2 Canadians. Ball on to Feller. Back out to Odley. Into the Canadian circle, just miscontrolled by the Switzerland forward. Canada in possession. Coming up the left-hand side with Mark Pearson. Ball just out to the reach of Ian Smith.
We have Team Switzerland with a restart, 16-yard hit through skipper Patrick Muller. There we see Canada putting up a really high press on Team Switzerland early in the quarter.
It seems to be their team strategy player for this tournament. Put teams under extreme pressure, 6 players, and try to intercept the ball and start quick counter-attacks. Switzerland brings it out through Hodler. Back out to Murad, who maintains possession. Murad with the sideline free hit. Into Miss Manuel Keller. Back out to Murad. Looking ahead, no passes available. Back out to Keller, who takes it further back to Captain Muller. Outlets on the right-hand side.
Muller to Stump. Stump with a lofted aerial, but it's intercepted by Brandon Pereira for Team Canada. Pereira to number 29, Curran, but he's fouled. Curran on the attack. He slips it wide to number 3, Brandon Pereira. Pereira to number 14, Frost. Frost to Panessa. Panessa back to Frost. Frost with a long ball to the left back. Left back down the line to Hogassier. Here we have a foul on Team Switzerland. Canada on the attack through number 17, Hopskill, but he's denied that opportunity by number 7 for Switzerland. That's Keller.
Sideline restart for Team Canada. Out to Scott Tupper. All the way across to the right-hand side to Ian Smith. Correction, John Smith. Back out to Froze. Froze across the field to the left-hand side to Johnston. Johnston searching for into John Smith. Further over the line, unfortunately. You can't connect on the end of it is Mark Pearson. 16-yard restart with Team Switzerland. Captain Muller standing over it.
There we see the umpire telling the Canadian forwards 5 yards off the ball. Muller with a restart for Team Switzerland. He plays it wide to number 7, Keller. Keller with a line pass, but it's intercepted by Team Canada.
Froze is bringing it out for Canada. Back onto the left-hand side to Bissett. Bissett down line. And penalty corner won by Matthew Samento for Team Canada. First penalty corner of the game in the 6th minute of play.
And there's a little history. Team Canada came into this tournament ranked number 1 with a FIH Hero World Ranking spot of 11, while Team Switzerland 30th in the world.
Canada standing up with 2 towers for this penalty corner, which seems to be their standard start. Ball to Hogassier. Hogassier to Samento. No, to Tupper. Tupper to Bissett. Bissett is being pressured by 2. Fouled by the Switzerland defender. Bissett, quick replay to Panessa. Panessa switches fields to Froze. Froze long ball in. Can't connect with Pearson. 16-yard restart to Team Switzerland.
Skipper Patrick Muller, he plays it into number 7, Keller. Keller on the attack for Team Switzerland. He looks for a pass. 3 Canadians pressuring the ball, but there he happens to find the foot of a Canadian midfielder. Keller with a long aerial to Stump. Stump with a long ball into the circle, but it's denied by skipper for Canada, Topper.
Ball out to Garcia, who is shoved off the ball by Stumps.
Umpire Danny Gobind Singh awarding number 7, Manuel Keller, for Team Switzerland a green card for the shoving.
Ball restarted by Topper. Topper out to Suki Panasa. Panasa pulls it back out to Froze. Froze switches views through Topper. Topper out to the left hand side to Brandon Pereira. Long ball into Balraj Panasa. Backs into the Switzerland captain Muller. Muller with the restart for Switzerland. 6 people in the Canadian press. Ball from Muller out to the left half back. Aerial into space, just out to the reach of the player over the sideline. Restart with Topper for Canada.
Topper plays it into the midfield to Panasa. Panasa looks to eliminate, but there he's fouled by Canadian number 5. Switzerland number 5, sorry. There we see an excellent steal from skipper Muller for Switzerland. Stumps on the ball for Switzerland. He plays it back to Mikel. Mikel with a long ball to number 6, Marel.
Smith on the attack to the midfield for Canada. Can't get past Mikel for Switzerland. Ball with Morelli down the left hand side. Searching ball forward for Schneider, but he's unable to collect. Ball intercepted by Froze, down to Brandon Pereira, and a long searching pass for his brother Keegan, just off the sideline. Team Switzerland with the ball. Muller looks forward, looking for a pass. Passes off to his left to Mikel. Mikel back to Muller as the two builders maintain possession.
Team Canada now really patient on defense, dropping their press to to the half, sorry. There we have a missed flick by Mikel for Team Switzerland. Canada on the attack. Panasa with the ball. He looks to eliminate. He slips to Garcia, but he's denied that opportunity by the Switzerland number 7.
You can hear the Canadian coach on the sideline reminding them to pass the ball, stop trying to eliminate unnecessarily. Topper and Pereira build the ball in the backfield. Out to Johnston on the right hand side. Johnston back to Topper. Topper to Pereira. Pereira to Garcia. Garcia is fouled on the left sideline. Ball out to Brandon Pereira, out to Topper.
Topper plays it into the midfield to Panasap. But Curran is denied that opportunity by the Switzerland midfielder. There we have number 10 for Switzerland on the attack. And I believe this is Switzerland's first attack for the game, but it goes a bit wide of player number of the forward for Team Switzerland. So a turnover to Team Canada.
Ball with Curran in the midfield. Out to Johnston as the left back. Switch fields into Topper on the right fielder. Out to right back, Balraj Panasa. With a pass to Garcia. Suki Panasa switches fields to left back, Johnston. Johnston into midfield into Curran. Curran looks ahead. Goes past one, goes back two with good 3D skills. Tries to draw the penalty corner. Very good defending by Muller for Switzerland. Ball still with Keegan Pereira into Mark Pearson. Goalmouth scramble, Switzerland, and the rest, the goalkeeper keeping it out under pressure from the Canadians. Long ball out with Stumps for Switzerland.
Stumps with a restart for Team Switzerland, but he's denied that opportunity by number 16. That's Johnston for Team Canada. Garcia to number 19. Pearson fires, but he's denied that opportunity by the Switzerland custodian.
Muller puts the ball back in play for Switzerland. Down to Stumps. Stumps down to Vischurat. Stumps over the ball for Switzerland. Lifted pass into space. To Grida. Grida over the ball. Under pressure by 3 Canadians. Ball into Stumps. Back out to Grida. Well defended by Johnston. Ball into Stumps. Stumps with a long searching pass through. Switzerland long corner. Standing over is Captain Muller. Ball out to Mikel. Mikel to Murad. Tries to force the ball past Pereira. Gets as far as Morelli. Switzerland long corner.
Miguel drops it back to Muller. Muller with a short pass to Stump. But he's denied that opportunity by Team Canada. Here we see a diving pass by the midfielder for Team Canada to keep that ball into play.
Johnston into Balraj Panasa. Panasa out to Pereira. Pereira to Froze on the right hand side. Froze with a long ball forward to Smith. Ian Smith. Froze over the long corner for Canada. All the way back out to Balraj Panasa. Panasa into the midfield into Karan. Back out left side to Johnston. Johnston long ball to Garcia. Garcia tries to eliminate one, gets past one, but does not get past the second. Ball with Team Canada just outside the attacking circle. Johnston over it. Quick restart out to Panasa. Panasa out to Froze on the right hand side. Good tackle by Woodley for Switzerland. Froze into Pereira. Pereira to Panasa. Panasa searching forward. Ball is intercepted by Morelli into Apple. Apple is bumped off the ball by Curran. Curran maintains possession. Long ball forward to Ian Smith, who miscontrols off the field. Ball with Team Switzerland. Sideline restart.
Keller on the restart for Team Switzerland. He plays it back into skipper Muller. Muller scans. He plays it to number 11. Plays it back to skipper Muller. Muller with a pass back to Mikel. Mikel to the left back. The left back tries to find the pass up the pitch, but it's just out of bounds. Turnover to Team Canada. Frost with a restart for Team Canada. He plays a long ball, trying to find the forward. The forward believes he has been pushed and shoved, and he should have been awarded a penalty corner, but umpire says play on. And that's the quarter.
First quarter, ladies and gentlemen, this exciting game between Canada and Switzerland. The score at this moment is 0-0. Here are the fixtures for the rest of the afternoon. At 3:30, we have Russia versus Chile. Then at 5:45 p.m., we have Japan versus Barbados. And at 8 p.m., we have USA versus Trinidad and Tobago. We'd also like to take this moment to recognize our volunteers. those who are in the hot sun, the ball technicians, the gate patrol, the facilities technician. We also have the medical team, the Trinidad and Tobago Hockey Board. We have the team liaisons, our media and entertainment administration, and our hard-working technical table. This is the FIH Hockey World League Round 2.
As we return to second half action, Canada, second quarter action, sorry, Canada 0, Team Switzerland 0.
Throws with a sideline pass to Kirkpatrick, who just miscontrols it off the field. Good for Switzerland. Moves off the ball. And to be started by Murad. Murad up the field for Stefan. Hoodley with a shot snuffed by Carter, the custodian for Canada. Ball comes away and is intercepted in the backfield by Mikel, who eliminates 2 Canadians on the way, bringing the ball out. Into Keller. Keller, pressured by 3 Canadians, loses the ball to Smith. Into Curran. Back down to Bissett. Intercepted by Stumps. Long ball to Hoodley, who's being held up by Scott Tupper. Looking for a pass. And ball is just intercepted by Johnson and brought clear into John Smith. Smith out to Kirkpatrick. Lifted pass down for Ian Smith, who is dispossessed by Mikel. Mikel into Keller. Keller back out to Murad. Murad dispossessed by Curran. Curran into Tupper.
Tupper to Bissett. Bissett out to Curran. Curran on the attack. He looks for a long ball to Kirkpatrick. But Kirkpatrick is fouled by number 9, Murad, for Team Switzerland. And there we see the umpire has stopped time. The defender for Team Canada is down. I believe he got knocked with his stick. And that's number 14, Adam Frost. Panessa with the restart for Team Canada. He plays a long ball across the field to Captain Scott Tupper. Tupper plays it back to number 3, Pereira. Pereira back to Panessa. But he's unable to keep that ball in play. Team Switzerland with a sideline restart. Through number 9, Murad. He plays it back to Mikel. Mikel back to Murad. Murad with a slip pass to skipper Patrick. Mahler on the attack. He plays it wide to Stump. Stump looks to eliminate. He beats 1, but he believes he's fouled by number 3 for Canada, Brandon Pereira. Umpire says plays on.
Pereira standing over the sideline, free it into Suki Panessa, back out to Pereira. Pereira back to Balraj. Panessa right side to Scott Tupper. Back into the midfield with Suki Panasa. Back out to Tupper. Tupper out to the left-hand side to Pereira. Pereira back out to Balraj Panasa. Ball out right side to Scott Tupper. Plays it straight across the field to left-hand side to Brandon Pereira. Up to Johnston, up to Suki Panasa. With a head, trying to eliminate one. Looks for a ball into the circle, just off the legs of the Swiss player into Smith. Initial pass by Panasa adjudged to be dangerous to the Swiss player. Muller with the ball for Switzerland. Long pass forward off the sideline. Restart with Panasa for Canada. Younger Panasa into the elder Panasa. Ball into the midfield into Bissett. Bissett eliminates one. Can't get past the second. Restart with Suki Panasa. Outright to Scott Tupper.
Tupper to Pereira. Pereira to Panasa. Panasa looks to eliminate, but he drops it back to Pereira. Pereira with a long ball to number 16, Johnston. Johnston tries to find Hogarcia, but he's denied that opportunity through an interception by number 10 for Team Switzerland. Hogarcia on the attack. Johnston on the restart for Team Canada. He plays a long penetrating pass into the circle, but I believe the ref is saying from the long corner you cannot play the ball directly into the circle. You have to move the ball 5 yards before it can enter into the circle.
And the Canadians seem to be in disagreement because they believe the ball was outside the 25, but seems to be a miscommunication between the refs and the players. Keegan Pereira puts it just off Pereira's left foot. Murad over the ball. Back down to Mikel. Mikel into Greda. Just knocked out a play by Pereira. Murad over the ball. Murad to Greda. To Greda, sorry. Greda back to Murad. Over for the Keegan Pereira. Switzerland keeps inching up the field, looking for these minor infringements to maintain possession of the ball.
Murad with a restart for Team Switzerland. He goes back to Mikel, number 14. But it's intercepted by skipper Scott Tupper for Canada. Ball with Hogarcia. He looks to eliminate. He takes on one, but he slips it into the circle. And we have a free ball in the goal. Team Switzerland with a restart. Canada employing a really high press through number 10, Pereira. Moller to the left back. He plays it into the midfield to number 27. Number 27 turns out. He takes on, he slips it. But it's intercepted by Panasa for Team Canada. Turnover to Team Switzerland. He plays it wide to Murad. Murad on the attack for Team Switzerland. And there we see excellent shave tackle by number Hogarcia for Team Canada.
Balraj Panasa on the restart for Team Canada into Bissett. Bissett through the line to Ian Smith. Ian Smith tries to eliminate Mikel but is unsuccessful. Mikel maintains possession. Deep sideline with Mikel. Hits the ball down line, only to be intercepted by Panasa into Karan. Into Samento, who takes a quick reverse take shot ball off the, well saved by the Switzerland custodian.
Yes, 7 minutes remaining before the half. Team Switzerland with a restart through number 14, Mikel. He dummies. He looks to eliminate. He slips it wide to number 11. Number 11 to number 19. And there we see number 11 on the attack. It's intercepted by number 16. That's Johnston for Team Canada. He plays it long to number 21, but number 21 is stripped of that ball.
Fella in possession for Switzerland. Fella into Schneider. Just tipped off by a Canadian defender. Switzerland's long corner. Standing over it is Muller. Muller into Keller. Ball just passes Ian Smith's head. Dangerous play. Ball with Team Canada. Tupper standing over it. Ball into Froze on the right hand side. Froze looks ahead. Plays it back across to Johnston on the left hand side. Who also looks ahead. Sends it right back out to the right hand side to Froze. Froze to Johnston. Johnston to Froze. Froze back out to Johnston. Long ball into Curran from Johnston. Curran takes it down the left hand side. Uses good 3D skills. Just off the field. Muller with the restart for Switzerland. Just over 5 minutes left to play. Switzerland 0, Canada 0.
Muller to Stumps. Stumps with a long ball, but it's denied and intercepted by Johnston for Team Canada. Number 19, Pearson on the attack for Team Canada, but he's stripped of that ball by number 7. That's Keller for Switzerland. Keller looks to eliminate, but he's fouled. Ball back with number 4 for Team Switzerland. That's Patrick Muller. Plays it into the midfield to number 7. That's Keller. Keller plays it back to Stumps. Stumps back to Muller. Muller with a long ball. But it's intercepted by number 14. That's Froze for Team Canada. Turnover to Team Switzerland.
Lucia over the ball for Switzerland. Looks back, sends it back to Muller. Muller looks ahead. Fakes the pass left, drops it into the midfield with Keller. Keller is dispossessed by John Smith, who's adjudged a foul, so ball still with Switzerland. Muller over the restart. Ball out to Stumps. Stumps brings it out. Slips left to Murad. Murad into defeat Suki Panasa. Switzerland maintain possession. Murad over the ball. Back out to Stumps. Stumps out to the right hand side with Muller. Muller looks ahead, drops it into the midfield into Keller, who plays the lifted ball out to Murad, but is intercepted by Suki Panasa, who plays it into Ian Smith, slips it into John Smith. John Smith cannot maintain possession and hits his feet.
Stump on the restart for Team Canada. He plays it wide to Murad. Murad with a line pass to number 5. Team Canada in possession of the ball in the corner pocket. With a long pass, but it's off the field. Turnover to Team Switzerland.
Left sideline restart. Stumps on the ball for Switzerland. Stumps into Keller. Keller looks for the long pass forward. Is intercepted by Tupper and comes away through Panasa to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick looking for Pearson. Pearson tries to get past Muller, does get to the ball to Kirkpatrick. Nobody's on the end of Kirkpatrick. Scores. Curran with a free shot into Kirkpatrick of his own team. So ball comes away with Switzerland.
Team Canada is first in Pool A with 9 points, and Team Switzerland is fourth in Pool B with 0 points.
Lifted pass by Mikel to Apple. Apple is dispossessed by Tupper. Ball coming away through the midfield with Suki Panasa. Panasa into Curran. Curran out to Keegan Pereira. Long to Johnson. Johnson lays it across the face of the goal for Mark Pearson, who is unable to connect with the deflection.
And there we see, Teresa, we have only had one penalty corner thus far in this game. There's 57 seconds remaining before the half.
Yes, both teams seem to be playing very good defense, making all the tackles and pressuring outside their defensive circles, not to give up the unnecessary penalty corner. As we both know, we have always been taught penalty corners are usually a very good goal scoring opportunities, and this is not at the quarterfinal stage. We're not in a position to give them away cheaply. Murad with a long pass.
And there we see a diving effort by number 5 for Team Switzerland to keep that ball in play.
Suki Panasa to Hogasia. 12 seconds left on the clock. Hogasia still in possession. He's pressured by 3 players into Keegan Pereira. Reverse stick shot. And 2 saved by the custodian for Switzerland. And that marks the end of the half. Canada 0, Switzerland 0.
Somebody tell me, oh, how many that an answer? I can't take the pressure. Somebody save me, oh, save me from myself now. Cause once in a breath and liquor, I just feel like I'm what I want, where I want to just how I want it. On the top, the speaker jumping. I see my this thing when I'm pumping, yeah. But one say I ain't working. One feet tell me I'm hauling. I say any problems you want, check me in the morning. Correct now, I want to try my life, yeah. Don't come here to destroy my vibe, no. Right now I want to try my life, yeah. Don't come here to destroy my vibe, no. I'm jamming every girl when I put up the chat. All woman when I reach out the chat. Next year I promise to it, so I'm jamming no pass for jamming so. Every girl when I put up the chat. All woman when I reach out the chat. Jamming no pass for jamming so. For jamming so. Gimme, this is Matic, Kume, Vini, Saka, Fek, Wiki, too much pressure, Vini, gimme, this is Matic, Kume, Vini, Saka, Fek, Wiki, too much pressure, Vini. Get me now, the team on fire, now, the team on fire, the team on fire, the team on fire, freaky girls that we love. Get me now, the team on fire, now, the team on fire, the team on fire, the team on fire, freaky girls that we love. Just wanna party. We're gonna be stress-free. Now let's get freaky. We're gonna get freaky. I just wanna party. We're gonna be stress-free. Now let's get freaky. We're gonna get freaky. I never seen a girl like this. How your bang bust a tick like this. Every man want a piece like this. Excuse me, miss. Why your bang bust a tick so? Left to right, you're making it tango. Do your thing, you're better than Django. Just for you, baby. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. You the workout, girl. You the workout, girl. You the workout, girl. You the workout, girl. Give me the workout, baby. Show them that you're not lazy. Oh, lately, that body driving me crazy. Chimbody. Not give it to nobody, oh chimbody. Original them can photocopy, oh. We never over, you said to me loca. I want your love, you give me pressure. Love never sober, we got to the soca. And you know we end up going low, until we end up going low. Until we end up on it. Give it to me that workout. Give you the workout, girl. Give you the workout, girl. Give it to me that workout. Give it to me that workout. Give you the workout, girl. Give you the workout, girl. They call me Ola la today. Call them love me like good on a Sunday. Love me for love me style, love me plenty. And me do them in my life will be empty. I say, girl to man is 20. Couple woman a day is healthy. I met so bad woman in my life, but this girl you're excellent. Baby, give me like camion over. Hold me a little closer. Your beauty is so divine. Skin color vanilla. I prefer summer for soca. Then she head on my shoulder. I could do it so I have to jack it up and then I have to tell her you. Sun run for me, baby. Sun for me. Sun run for me, baby. You too good. Sun for me. Yeah. Sun run for me. Ay. Sun for me. Sun run for me. Hey, Lord. I'm a big listen to wine and stick. Wine and stick. I'm a wine and stick. I'm a wine and stick. Baby girl, look at your wine and stick. I'm a wine and stick. Wine and stick. Yes, girl, you can wine and stick. I'm a wine and stick. I'm a wine and stick. Baby girl, look at your wine and stick. I'm a wine and stick. Every girl just free up yourself and wine. Gotta be so free up yourself and wine. Gotta be so free up yourself. Free up yourself and wine. My girl, just free up yourself and wine. Gotta be so free up yourself and wine. Gotta be so free up yourself. Free up yourself and wine. Look at you. You want speed, the speed you want. The speed you want. You want some much finesse. You want some much finesse. You want speed, you want speed, you want speed, you want speed, you want speed. The speed you want. Bring it back and get them.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting ready to welcome back our teams This is match number 13, the first in the quarterfinals. The game is between Canada and Switzerland. At the halftime, the score was 0-0. We'd like to take a moment to recognize our sponsors, the Hyatt, Subway, Massey Stores, Associated Brands, Langston Roach Industries, Mario's Pizzeria, Movie Town, Very Exciting Things, Nestle, Hadco, Wendy's Restaurants, Blue Waters, First Citizens Bank, the Sport Company of Trinidad and Tobago, Callfire, Max Gear, Excellent Stores, and Guardian Life of the Caribbean. Remember, teams are powered by your support. So make some noise and show some love for Team Canada and Team Switzerland.
Between Team Canada and Team Switzerland. Both teams 0-0. Switzerland on the ball. He plays it into the midfield. Captain Muller all the way left. He plays it back to Mikel. Mikel plays it into the midfield to number 7, Keller. Keller turns. He looks for a slip pass to number 6, but it's a little too far of his reach. Canada with a turnover.
Garcia tries to go past Stumps and is dispossessed. Muller over the Swiss restart. Muller into Keller. Keller pushes it back out to Muller, just tips off the stick of Ian Smith. Muller with the Swiss restart.
Canada employing a really high press, and Pereira number, I believe that's Keegan Pereira, cutting the field for Team Canada. Topper on the ball for Canada, number 4. He drops it back to number 14, Frost. Frost wide to Pereira. Pereira drops it back across to number 4. With a long penetrating pass to number 3, Pereira. Plays it back to Frost. Frost the Topper. Topper to Panessa. Panessa turns. He slips it to Pereira on top of the circle. He looks to eliminate one, but it's off the foot of one of the Switzerland midfielder.
Pearson runs off. Pereira stands over the ball. Pereira into Balraj Panasa. Balraj Panasa into the foot of Mikel. Penalty corner for Canada. Canada's second penalty corner of the game in the 33rd minute of play. Swiss fans seem unhappy with that. Seems as though they believe the ball went off the field before it was played into the foot of Mikel.
Again, Canada coming into the tournament as number 1. Switzerland, number 6 in the tournament, World ranking 30th in the world. Canada 11 ranked in the world.
Canada set up with the two towers. Ball into Garcia. Shot by Tupper. Well saved by the Chile custodian. Rebound taken by Curran. Well saved as well. Ball over the sideline. Cleared by the Swiss defense. Off of a Canadian stick. So Switzerland still in possession.
Morad with the restart for Team Switzerland. He's being pressured by number 10. That's Pereira for Canada. Morad to Mikel. Mikel back to Morad. And there we see he plays it short to number 7. Turnover to Team Canada.
Suki Panasa into Scott Tupper. Long ball crossfield to Froze. Froze with the reverse stick shot. Well saved by the Switzerland custodian. Canada long corner. Balraj Panasa into Scott Tupper. Ball snuffed as Tupper tries to play it into the circle.
Mahler with a restart for Team Switzerland. He plays it to Hudley, but it's a lofted pass off field. Turnover to Team Canada. Canada restart through number 16, Johnston. He plays it back to Pereira. Pereira to Tupper. Tupper plays it into the midfield to Curran. Curran out to Johnston. Johnston back to Pereira. Pereira to Tupper. Tupper with a long ball, finding Johnston wide. Johnston into the midfielder. Back to Curran. Curran turns, he drops it back to Pereira. Pereira to Tupper. If we look at Team Switzerland, Teresa, their previous games, they were allowing teams to attack through the center of the pitch, but now we see a totally new Switzerland team remaining compact in the midfield and forcing the Canadians to attack down the flanks, which I think is really, really good hockey.
It is excellent hockey, and it is good awareness by their coaching staff to realize what errors they were making and correcting it in time for this quarter-final matchup. And they are holding their composure despite being under a 6, sometimes 7-man press when building the ball out of the backfield. This ball just eludes Hogasi and goes into Grader, who's on the attack for Switzerland. And the official, Donny Gobinsing from Trinidad and Tobago, has to remind the Switzerland players to restart the ball where the infringement occurred. Long corner for Switzerland. Muller comes up to take.
Skipper Muller on the ball. He dribbles. He plays a long ball into the circle, but it's denied by the Canadian defense.
Quick restart by Garcia. Searching ball forward for Samento, whose back is turned, so he's unable to connect with it. Back out with Reinhard for Switzerland. Sideline restart for Switzerland. Stumps over it. Stumps into Keller. Keller out to Muller. Muller switches fields to Mikel. Mikel searches forward. Ball with Murad. Murad eliminates 2 into the midfield. Back out to Stumps. Long ball in, deflected and well saved by the Canadian custodian. Shot by Vischodat, blocked by Bissett. But the ball is pitched off of Bissett's stick. Penalty corner, Switzerland. I believe it's Switzerland's first penalty corner of the game, and it comes in the 37th minute of the game.
Switzerland with 2 towers. Number 9, Morad, and number 14, Mikel. Striking, we have Stumps and number 21, Snyder for Switzerland. And there we see Canada has now has to defend the corner with 3 players and the goalkeeper. So plenty of room for Team Switzerland. We see Stump slips it to the injector, and there's a bit of a scruffle in front of the goal.
And Canada got away by the skin of their teeth. They're able to keep the ball from crossing over the line and win the infringement to regain possession.
Topper with a restart for Team Canada. He plays it to Panasa. Panasa with a long ball to Frost. Frost back to Panasa. Panasa back to Topper. Topper to Frost. Frost to Panasa. Panasa with a gliding pass to his brother, Panasa. Panasa.
Balraj Panasa back out to Froze. Froze into Topper. Topper switches fields out to the right to Johnston, who's looking forward. Ball into Balraj Panasa into the midfield. Out to his brother Suki Panasa on the left-hand side. Oodles a space. Playing for the short corner. Gets the ball touched in. Penalty corner for the last Swiss defender's foot.
Team Canada being awarded their 3rd penalty corner of the game. Can they convert this one to go ahead 1-0 over Team Switzerland? Canada ranked 1st in the tournament. Team Switzerland 6th in the tournament.
Sarmento and Karan, the stoppers, and Johnston and Tupper, who scores and puts Canada 1-0 ahead in the 38th minute of play.
We see Team Canada took that penalty corner, playing it very simple. Injected to the second tower and skipper, Scott Tupper, finding the back of the net to put Canada ahead 1-0.
And it's goal for Canada in the 38th minute. Number 4, Scott Tupper.
Blair, as has been said before, Scott Tupper is leading his team from both in front and behind. He's scoring when necessary and defending his team admirably. You can see Stumps dispossessed by Ian Smith, who is then dispossessed by Keller. Keller, who is battling against Hogarcia and Suki Panasa. Suki Panasa wins the ball, but is unable to get the ball past Muller. Muller is being pressured by Panasa. Muller comes out victorious. Ball into Stumps. Looks for the long ball into Stefan, who fouls Froze for the 50-50 ball. Johnston out to Froze. Froze back to Johnston. Johnston with the long ball that is intercepted by Feller. Pearson over the ball for Team Canada. Pearson down to Johnston. Johnston all the way back to Brandon Pereira on the 50-yard line. Johnston just intercepted by Fellow, who can't control it off the sideline. Panasa into Hogarcia. Hogarcia back into Balraj Panasa. Balraj Panasa into Johnston. Eliminates one defender. Fellow does good line back defense to win the ball off a Johnston stick.
Canada with a long corner. He starts through Panasa. He plays it back to Pereira. Pereira to Curran. Curran on the attack. He slips it line to the right midfielder. Plays it back, a long ball back to Panasa. Panasa scans, he eliminates one. Panasa with a long ball, but it's intercepted by the Switzerland skipper, Muller. Muller on the attack, but he's fouled by Panasa of Team Canada.
Miller stands over the restart.
Trista, we see that Team Switzerland conceived 13 goals in the tournament thus far. And Team
And
Canada...
Blair, sorry to cut you across, but Canada's defense was found asleep. Scorer left wide open on the far post, touches the ball in. As you'll see shortly on your replay, Stefan was left unmarked in the Canadian defense, unmarked by the defense. Just as we were discussing how many goals they have conceded for the tournament.
So if we look at the replay here, we see a slip pass by number 8 to find Stefan, gets deep, looking for that ball. Switzerland 1, Canada 1.
And it's goal for Switzerland in the 41st minute. Number 12, Nicolas Stefan.
As we were saying before, Blair, Switzerland has conceded 13 goals for the entire tournament.
And Canada, there's, well,
Now 4.
4. Team Switzerland on the attack through number 6. He looks to eliminate, but he's swung by a sea of red shirt. He slips it back. And there we see Team Switzerland with a restart. Number 4 on the attack. That's Muller with a long ball, but it's intercepted by number 29, Curran of Team Canada.
Curran maintains possession by putting it off the foot of Hudley, and Scott Tupper is back on, restarting the ball out to the right-hand side to Froze. Froze long to Hogarcia. Hogarcia eliminates one into the midfield. And despite being pressured by 3 Swiss players, still manages to win the infringement to maintain Canadian possession. Pearson. Pearson stands over the ball. Pearson back out to Tupper. Tupper with a searching ball forward that is snuffed by Stefan. Intercepted by Froze. Froze back out to Tupper. Tupper out to Johnston on the left-hand side. Johnston into Keegan Pereira. Back into Johnston, who's well defended with line-back defense by Hudley.
There we see Muller on the attack. But excellent line-back defense by Hogarcia to foul Muller.
And official Gobin Singh is just calling Captain Muller to help them calm down what is becoming an unnecessarily physical game. Muller, game started, Muller back into Keller. Keller maintains possession while being hounded by Hogarcia.
Number 16 with a restart for Team Switzerland. He plays it back to Muller. Muller with a long ball finding the left back, but he's unable to stop it. Turn over to Team Canada.
Pearson takes ball into Froze. Froze into Suki Panasa. Panasa looks ahead and is hounded by 3 Swiss players. Back out to Tupper. Tupper back into Panasa. Pressured by 3 again. Manages to get the pass out to Pearson. Pearson out to Froze. Froze goes one-on-one against Keller and wins the one-on-one battle. Carries the ball in. And is adjudged to be stick blocking, preventing defenders from being able to tackle the ball fairly. Can Switzerland restart? Muller over the ball.
Pereira putting up a really high press for Canada. Muller with a restart. He slips it to number 16. But it's intercepted by number 11, Panasa. Team Canada current on the attack. He plays it to Pereira with a cheeky pass just off the foot of skipper Muller. Pereira on the attack, he turns, he slips it back to Panasa. Panasa looks to eliminate, he eliminates one. And there we see it's off the foot of the Switzerland defender. Canada with a restart, just in the hashes.
John Smith lays the ball in, and the Swiss custodian is up to the task. Tips off the interception and tips off the initial pass, and dives across to save the rebound. Mikkel over the restart for Switzerland. Mikkel into Keller. Keller back out to Mikkel.
I'm not sure if the weather is taking a toll on either teams, but it's probably one of the slowest games I've seen Team Canada play.
Long pass attempted by Curran, intercepted by Keller. Keller out to
That's the end of
Reinhardt,
our
and that
first
brings
quarter.
us to the end of the
And
third
score,
quarter.
Canada 1.
And that is Canada
Switzerland
1,
1.
Switzerland 1.
Your girlfriend's favorite DJ.
Show your teams their support, ladies and gentlemen. They need to hear you. Here comes Canada and Switzerland.
To the last 15 minutes of the first encounter of the 2017 Men Hockey World League Round 2 quarterfinal action between Canada and Switzerland. Both teams 1-all.
Muller on the ball for Switzerland. Muller out to Stumps. Stumps into the foot of John Smith to maintain Swiss possession. Muller plays the ball back out to Stumps plays the ball back out to Muller. Muller switches field out to the left-hand side to Morad. Morad tries to find goal scorer Stefan, but ball is intercepted by captain and goal scorer Scott Tupper. Ball is coming through with Bissett. Brendan Bissett for Canada. Wins the infringement. Curran stands over it.
Curran to Johnston. Johnston to Tupper. Tupper back to Johnston. Johnston back to Tupper. Tupper to Curran. Curran slips it line to find his forward, but he's stripped of that ball by the number 9. That's Morad for Team Switzerland. Canada with the 16th long corner.
John Smith to Johnson, who plays the long ball in. Ball falls kindly for Balraj Panasa, who takes the lifted shot into the goalkeeper's pads. Long corner for Canada. Johnston sounding over it for Team Canada.
He plays it back to Tupper. Topper to Johnston. Johnston to Pereira. Pereira on the attack, he tunes out. He plays it back to Johnston. Johnston to Curran. Curran to Topper. Topper to Johnston. Johnston to Pereira. Pereira to number 17. Bissett. Bissett on the attack. And the ball just off the foot of the Switzerland defender.
Ball with Johnston. Johnston out to Topper. Topper looks ahead. Long searching pass through. Attempted deflection by Matthew Samento off the upright. Out for off the upright, off for Swiss player and out for the long corner for Team Canada.
Topper with the restart. He plays it wide to Curran. Curran tries to find a long ball into the circle, but it's off the foot of the Switzerland forward.
Curran out to Johnson. Johnson tries to get it through. Swiss captain Muller intercepts, but it's off his foot. And ball back with Johnson for Canada.
Johnston to Topper. Topper plays a long penetrating ball. It's glided into the circle, but it's just off the stick of number 31 for Team Canada. Umpire deems it dangerous, so turnover to Team Switzerland.
Mikel over the restart for Switzerland. Mikel out to Murad. Murad up for Grader. Grader tries to go longer, but is intercepted by Balraj Panasa. Topper under pressure, passes it out to John Smith. John Smith back to Brandon Pereira of Canada, back out to Smith. Smith out to the right hand side to Balraj Panasa.
Panasa with a restart. He plays it back to Topper. Topper to Hogarth. And first, we haven't seen much of Gabriel Hogarth, one of the leading goal scorers for Team Canada. Second highest goal scorer of the tournament.
Yes, he has been very well kept quiet by the Swiss defense.
And there we see a save on the line of skipper. No, that's Mikel for Team Switzerland.
Samento did well to evade the goalkeeper, but Mikel was very alert to keep it off the line and keep Switzerland in the hunt for a good result. But as we were saying, Hogarth has been kept very quiet by the Swiss midfield in this game.
Mahler with the restart for Team Switzerland. He plays it into number 6. Number 6 plays it short back to Keller, but he's fouled by Pereira. Just under 10 minutes left in the game.
Muller to Mikel. Mikel advances forward. Slips it out to Vishtudat, but is just outside his reach.
Pereira with a restart for Team Canada. He plays it to number 16, Johnston to Panasa. Panasa on the attack, but he plays it back to skipper Topper. Topper back to Panasa. Panasa to Froze. Froze looks to eliminate. Little hop skill. He plays it back to Panasa. Panasa on the attack for Team Canada. But the ball is stepped away, but regains possession by Curran of Team Canada.
Brandon Pereira tries a slip pass forward, but is intercepted by Schneider for Switzerland. But ball is won back by Pereira. Back out to Johnson. Back on the left-hand side with Suki Panasa. Little touch into Curran. Curran tries to lay it forward for Keegan Pereira, but just misread. Outside the reach of Pereira. Muller with the restart for Team Switzerland. And we see the officials calling time for the Swiss goalkeeper to fix his game.
8 minutes, 36 seconds to go in the game. Canada 1, Switzerland 1.
But I
If
wonder what the Canadian coaching staff must be thinking, seeing that we are looking at number 1 seed for the tournament, playing number 6 seed for the tournament, and we are at a stalemate with only 8 minutes left to go.
like I'm not sure how to answer that first one because I mean, from looking on, the coach is really, really quiet.
And we see Switzerland with a long corner coming through. Fella out to Stumps, who drives the baseline. Well controlled by Hogarcia. Canada coming away through Samento. Back infield to Hogarcia, who is being pressured by 3. He eliminates 1, being closed down by 2. And a very good professional foul by Muller, the captain, to prevent Hogarcia from continuing forward.
Johnston to Pereira. Pereira back to Panessa. Panessa to Topper. Topper to Froze. Froze. Froze with a slip pass into the circle to find Kirkpatrick, but he's stripped of that opportunity by the number 8 huddle for Team Switzerland.
The Swiss defenders seem to be willing to put their body on the lines to prevent shots and snuff any dangerous play that is heading towards goal. They are trying to make sure that they get the result that they came for in this quarterfinal. Suki Panasa into Pearson. Another well-timed foul by Muller, the captain of Switzerland.
Pearson to Panassa. Panassa on the attack. He's on the perimeter of the circle. And there we see a diving effort by the number 8 that's huddled for Team Switzerland, but umpire deems it stick tackle. So Canada being awarded their 4th penalty corner of the match.
And you see the Swiss players asking official Bobin Singh to see if it is if he could speak with his fellow umpire Dmitry Zaban of Russia to see if there'll be a change in the call. And no, both umpires confer and they agree this call remains penalty corner to Canada.
Canada sets up 2 towers. Number 21, that's Sarmento, and skipper Topper, also the goal scorer for Team Canada, on top of the circle. 6 minutes, 32 seconds left in the game. Can Team Canada convert this opportunity to go ahead 2-1? Topper with a drag flick, and he finds the back of the net for the 2nd time. Canada with a go-ahead goal. Canada leads Switzerland 2-1.
Goal, Canada in the 54th minute. Number 4.
And here you see the replay. Ball is inserted. Scott Tupper takes a drag flick high and to his right. Goalkeeper and post player didn't stand a chance.
So, Teresa, I guess this answers your question with regards to the coach for Team Canada having a back.
Yes, but and we're seeing yet again Scott Tupper taken from in front, leading from in front, scoring goals at critical times.
But we know 6 minutes.
A lot of time left. Keller on the ball for Switzerland. Searching pass forward for Vishchurat. Who is unable to keep the ball in play.
Muller on the ball for Team Switzerland.
He is able to keep the ball in play. It is a long corner for Switzerland. Well read pass by Smith. And ball searching forward. Well done by Murad with the diving interception. Ball coming away on the left-hand side through Morelli.
Great on the ball for Switzerland. But we see excellent patience being executed by the defenders of Team Canada to deny him that circle entry.
Mikel out to Muller. Muller with the long ball in and cut out by Captain Scott Tupper. The Swiss long corner. Green cards were just given to both Scott Tupper and Fabio Morelli. Scott Tupper of Canada, Fabio Morelli of Switzerland. Both seem taken aback by the call. Chile on the Switzerland on the attack through Stumps, who is dispossessed by John Smith, who is attempting to maintain possession in the corner.
Four minutes, 25 seconds left in the game. Canada with the 16-yard hit through number 16. I believe that's Johnston. Johnston to... Is that for us? Panassa on the ball for Team Canada. He plays it back. Canada trying to take a few seconds off the clock, or run the clock, I should say. 3 minutes, 58 seconds left in the game. Panassa on the attack for Team Canada. He plays it to number 29, Curran. Curran plays it wide. And there we see the right mid tries to find one of the Canadian forward, but he's stripped of that opportunity.
Ball coming away with Hoodley for Switzerland. An excellent tackle by Suki Panassa. Excellent sliding tackle by Suki Panassa to win the ball off of Hoodley's stick. Canadian restart through Johnson. Johnson to Pearson. Pearson out on the right side to Froze. Froze back into the midfield with Pearson. Pearson back out to Johnson. And Team Canada is content to maintain possession to run time off the clock. Long pass from Johnson trying to find Keegan Pereira, who's unable to connect on the end of that pass.
3 minutes left in play. Ball is with Mikel. Mikel to Muller. Muller with a long ball, but it's intercepted by number 3, Pereira. Pereira to number 14, Froze. Froze to Hugasia. Hugasia back to Froze. Froze to number 4, Skipper Tupper. Tupper with a long aerial, trying to find the forward. Yes, it's in. That's Pearson on the ball for Team Canada. Excellent hop skill. But he's stripped of that opportunity by the Switzerland defense. Long corner to Team Canada.
2 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. Suki Panassa stands over it for Team Canada. Johnson gets into place on the left-hand side. And Johnson is content to run the clock, as is Suki Panassa. Stumps on the ball for Switzerland. Stumps to Hoodley. Hoodley with the pass. Brought down by Scott Tupper. A judge to have rolled over the backside of his stick. So restart to Switzerland. Stumps over the ball.
And here we see 3 balls on the field. Not a time for this kind of error.
Stumps into Muller. Muller into Feller. Feller tries to clear the ball long. Doesn't get through. Is stuffed by Curran. Curran is into Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick under pressure by 3 Swiss players. Ball well won by Stumps. Stumps on the ball. Through Kirkpatrick eliminates 2. Ball gets as far as Captain Tupper for Canada. Passes it to Curran.
One minute, 4 seconds left in play. Tupper on the ball for Team Canada. Team Switzerland trying to employ a really high press, but Tupper is capable of finding number 19 via aerial. Pearson on the attack for Team Canada. He plays it back to number 23, Smith. Smith with a short pass to Hugasia. Hugasia back to Smith. Smith looks to eliminate. He slips it to number 19. That's Pearson. Pearson to Hugasia. Hugasia on the attack. I think Team Canada is just killing time. Switzerland with the ball. Hugasia putting pressure. Stumps on the ball for Team Switzerland. He plays it short to Feller. Feller with a line pass, but it's intercepted by number 14. That's Rose for Team Canada. Panas on the ball. Panas to Curran. Curran tries to find Pereira.
But that may indeed be the last play of the game, as there are 3 seconds left and 2 balls on the field. That brings us to the end of quarterfinal 1. Canada 2, Switzerland 1. Both goals scored by Canada's captain Scott Tupper, and for Switzerland,
And that will be starting at 3:30
Nicholas
p.m.
Stefan.
It's Russia versus Chile.
Take a chip, take